Okay, we're starting out in our child's pose today. We have our feet together, big toes. We can think of touching the big toes together, and we're sitting on our heels, okay? If your hips don't come all the way down to your heels, no problem. Try this. Try taking your knees wider or putting something underneath your hips so that you can kind of sit on a blanket or a block. But either way, take your hands out front and drop your head. And we'll just spend a little time breathing here, please. Your biggest inhales. Along with your biggest exhales. And we'll spend the next few minutes just breathing. That's it. So get nice and comfortable. Knees wide is an option. If you want to open up your chest and shoulders, I invite you to reach your hands forward, but still keep some space around your ears, please. So even though your hands are moving forward, your shoulder blades are moving away from your ears. If your shoulders are tired, if you did an upper body workout anytime recently, you can take your hands back by your feet and just allow your shoulders to kind of melt and smoosh toward the ground. Continue to notice everything about your breath here. Notice the expansiveness of each inhale across your rib cage, the front, back, and sides. Okay, not just the front of the rib cage, but the back. Notice that same expansion happening in your belly and your low back with the inhales. With the exhales, notice everything pulling in toward the center. Your belly button pulls toward the spine. Your rib cage compresses up and inward. Keep breathing like this. Big inhales, let all the air in. Big exhales, squeeze all the air out. And then maybe even challenge yourself to find the true top of the inhale where you really can't take in any more. And find the true bottom of the exhale where you really can't press out anymore. Notice where you feel this resting posture the most. Okay, maybe you feel it in your hip creases. Maybe you feel it in your low back as the space between your pelvis and your rib cage increases gently. Maybe you feel it in your chest and shoulders. As you continue to notice things about your breath and your body, let's also observe thoughts and emotions as they arise. Observe with compassion and amusement, without getting caught up, without needing to change or label anything that you observe happening in your mind. Let the breath come through your nose and let it make a roar sound in your ears. And let's start to warm things up a little bit. So if your hands have been back by your feet, walk them forward a good bit. And then let's pause here. Make sure there's a space around your ears. So I like to think of this as a picture frame. So if you were framing a picture of someone that you really adored and respected, you wouldn't cut the picture off at their ears and their chin. You would leave a lot of space around their ears and around their neck, down to the collarbones. probably. Okay, so draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Reach the ears away from the shoulder blades, and keep that long, spacious neck. Grip the mat with your hands and pull your heart forward. Think of pointing your elbows at the back of the mat, and pause when your heart is over your thumbs. Keep those elbows squeezing in. Press it back to a child's pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, grip the mat, pull your heart forward, elbows in, heart floats over thumbs. Maybe look forward. Exhale back to your child's pose. Can we do this a few more times? Inhale, pull the heart forward. Lift the belly button in so that the expansion happens in your upper spine. Exhale to child's. Okay, keep it going. You use your breath pace. Okay, let your breath set the pace. To make this more gentle, come up and stay up higher. And I'm showing you what that might look like. Okay, it doesn't have to be super low. To make it more challenging, stay really low, like you're trying to snake across the ground without being seen. Either way, your belly button pulls up and in the whole time, and your heart floats over your thumbs. Perhaps you look forward. One more time like that. Nice. Next time you press it back to hands into your child's pose, let's pause here. Walk your hands back by your knees and press yourself up. So from here, let's tuck our toes. So if you tuck your toes and sit back on your heels, maybe even give your pinky toe a little help if it doesn't tuck on its own, then you might find this is okay, maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but if it's painful, don't do it. Just skip it. Just untuck your toes. Okay? So find this spot with me. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, lift your hands up high, and make that picture frame around your neck. Okay, nice picture frame. The heart moves up, the belly button moves in and back, and then tuck your tailbone so it's pointing at your knees. Okay? It's going to feel almost a little ridiculous, like you're leaning back. Now let's start to activate your legs. So it's almost like you're trying to kick the floor down. So kick the floor. You might notice your hips lifting. Set them down on your feet, but keep that kicking feeling. Keep breathing. Keep kicking the floor. Do you feel your legs warming up? Keep the belly button in. Long spine. Inhale. Kick the floor, exhale. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Long spine. Kick the floor. Let the legs warm up. 2 more breaths. Long spine. And kick the floor. Last one. As you exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Okay, toes are already tucked, so come on up and back. Find a down dog. Let's shake it out here. Friends, this does not need to be a textbook down dog since it's our first one of the practice. So take a little time to kind of walk your heels out. Really nice, maybe kind of wiggling your hips to get a little side stretch. Okay, make it kind of weird. Roll your shoulder blades all around. Make sure you're rolling the other way. And then let's give the head a good shake. Yes. And no. Okay, and I just want you to keep in mind, anytime we do a down dog, we can always bend the knees and we can replace it if we need to with hands and knees. So always use that modification if you need it. Let's get going, friends. Let's get warm. So please take whatever suggestions you like and leave the rest behind. Here we go. Inhaling here, heart moves forward. Find a momentary plank. You might have your knees down. You might not. Exhale here, walk to your hands. And fold with very bent knees until we warm up, please. Inhale here, press into your feet, stack your vertebrae like it's the first time ever, and reach your heart up tall. With your exhale, sit down into an imaginary chair. You're going to think of dropping your hips and slightly squeezing your knees toward each other. Inhale back up to your standing, lifted heart. And exhale, fold at your hips. Bend your knees all the way down. On your inhale, look halfway up, make your longest spine. Maybe tickle your shins. And with your exhale, make a very big fold. Knees are bent. Let the head hang. Palms are down here. Inhale, step your feet back to a plank with or without your knees. With your exhale, knees down, chest and chin hover over the thumbs. Is this movement familiar? Look forward, belly button up. Slide your heart forward on the inhale, find a cobra, momentary cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes, back through hands and knees to a down dog. Okay, that's just our little vinyasa. Okay, I like to intersperse vinyasas throughout the practice, so always feel free to skip vinyasa. Just take a child's pose if you need. Let's do 2 more just to warm up. Ready? Inhaling, heart moves forward, plank. We'll move a little more quickly this time. Exhale to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Slight squeeze between your knees. Inhale to stand. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. You can tickle the floor or your shins. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin come down. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Building warmth, getting all your joints moved around. Let's keep it going. Inhaling here, find your plank with or without your knees. Exhale to your hands, fold. Roll it up, inhale. Sit into your chair, exhale. Maybe lift your toes this time. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, walk it out here. Let's take 5 or 6 breaths in this down dog. Notice the backs of the legs, any changes back there. Okay, notice what's going on. Let's get the right leg up. Bend the right knee and circle it out. Circle the hip out. So let's try to keep our hips level just for now. So that right hip is going to try to lift up to help you get a greater range of motion. For now, just stay to the right hip. Just stay down. Stay down. Let's see what's possible without lifting the right hip. Let's rewind this hip circle. If this is too much, guys, always drop to your left knee. Same idea. And I'm showing you what that might look like. Okay, now pick up the right hip. Allow it to externally rotate. Make bigger circles. If it feels right, you can even extend your knee and use your whole entire leg to make a big, ridiculous hip circle. And let's rewind it. Keep it big and ridiculous. And as you're ready, next time the right leg is up and out behind you, pause there, okay? Internally rotate that right hip so all the hips are pointing down. Your right toes point straight behind you. Big breath in right here. And exhale, send that right knee forward, tuck it into your chest, shoulders over wrists, pause. We're going back where we started. Inhale back, send the toe out behind you. Exhale, pull the knee towards your chest, shoulders over wrists. One more, big breath in, send it back. Exhale, pull it in, hold right here. 3 breaths, my friends, yes you can. You want a break? Drop the left knee. Stay with me. 2 breaths. Push the floor. For this last breath, could you move your heart a little closer to the front of the mat? All right, inhale, send the right leg up and out behind you. Exhale, drop the right foot between your hands. Boom, drop the back knee. The left knee is now down. Inhaling here, arms up overhead. Think of trying to squeeze your knees together as you reach up, okay? And exhaling, drop your fingers under your shoulders. Pull your hips back. Point the right toes at your nose. Try to keep your spine long. Let's do that again. Right foot down, reaching up, inhaling, low lunge. Peel your chest open and move your knees toward each other. Exhale, fingers down under your shoulders. Pull the hips back, flex that right foot. Long spine. One more, big breath in. Come on up. Let's hold it here and breathe. So you're trying to move your knees toward each other. So the right heel is trying to move back. The left heel is trying to move forward. And in between all of that, your heart is lifting up, up, up. Maybe join your hands and point your fingers behind you. One more big breath in here, friends. And all the fingers down as you exhale. Palms down. Tuck the back toes. Back to down dog. Okay, walk it out here. We'll take a vinyasa, so you're welcome to skip it if you like. Yogi's choice. Here we go. Heart moves forward. Big breath in. Exhale to your hands and fold. Roll it up. Inhale. Sit very low into your chair on the exhale. Really low, guys. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Inhale for your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Belly button in, look forward. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take some time here. Walk out your dog. Remember the option to come down to 1 or 2 knees at any time. Ready, friends? Second side. Let's get the left leg up and out behind. We'll bend the knee and keep the hips level with the floor for now as we, within this slightly limited range of motion, circle out the left hip. And let's rewind it. And now open it up. So pick up the left hip, stack it on top of the right. Make the circle big and ridiculous, maybe even going so far as to completely extend your left knee to make your circles even more big and ridiculous. So you're thinking of using 100% of the range of motion in your hip. Let's rewind that. All right, building heat. Left leg is out behind you. Pause here. Internally rotate the left hip. Big breath in with the toes behind. Exhale, pull the left knee towards your chest. Shoulders over wrists. Pause. Again, inhale, send it back. Exhale, pull it in. Core work, guys. Again, inhale, send it back. Exhale, pull it in and hold and breathe. You want a little break? Drop that right knee. You're feeling good? Hook that knee up a little higher. Breathe, push the floor. Sure you can. 2 more breaths. Maybe send the heart forward. Maybe put a slight squeeze between the elbows. Last breath. Nice. Inhale, send the left leg out behind you. And exhale, send the knee forward. Drop the foot between your hands. We're dropping the right knee. Inhaling, reach up, your low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Trying to squeeze your knees together. Exhale, all fingers down under your shoulders. Move the hips back. Allow the left toes to point at your nose and try to keep your spine long. Let's do it again. Right, left foot down. Inhaling, reaching up into your low lunge as you try to move your knees toward each other. And exhale, fingers down. A half split, okay? Half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, big breath in. Come on up. And hold and breathe. So here we are, friends, in our low lunge, trying to move the knees toward each other. Lifting the big heart. Maybe one more big breath in here. Lift the heart a little higher. And with your exhale, all fingers down under your shoulders, palms down if you can. We're sending it back to down dog, okay? Tuck the back toes, down dog. Shake it off. Let it go. Here's a vinyasa. Yogi's choice. Okay, inhaling here, heart moves forward. Exhaling to your hands, fold. Inhaling, roll yourself up. Exhaling, sit into your chair. Toes up, knees together. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Palms are down. Inhale for plank. Exhale all the way down. Okay, let's pause here on the floor in cobra. Okay, so grip the mat under your shoulders. Just drop your head on the floor. Close your eyes. And take a moment to feel your connection with the ground. Breathing. Pull your elbows in by your ribs and then send them back. So there's a definite pull back in the arms. And then let's put a press down in the hips. So your hips are trying to press against the floor and the tops of the feet. Let's see if we could get them a little pressed down as well. With your very grounded lower body, peel your heart up and forward with your inhale. So grab the mat, pull your heart up and forward with your strong arms. So really pull up and forward, and then exhale to let it go. Let's take a few more cobras just like this, grounding your hips each time. Inhale, pull heart forward. Exhale, set heart down. The whole time you move, the shoulders never swallow up your neck. So keep your longest neck, please. Strongest arms. And next time you come up into a cobra, find one you can sustain without your arms. So you might have to make it a little lower than when you use your arms. Pause, lengthen the back of the neck, and float your palms up off the floor. So really pull the elbows in. Feel your back strength, doing a lot of work here. Ground down through the hips too. Could we lift the legs up off the floor as well? Breathe. Hold and breathe. And breathe again. If you need a break, you can always come down. But if everything's feeling great, move your toes a little further away from the top of your head and vice versa. Move your shoulder blades a little further away from the top of your head and vice versa. And press the hips a little bit more into the floor. Nice big back strength happening here. One more big breath in. And let it go on your exhale. Tuck your toes up and back, down dog. Take a moment here, please. Just kind of walking out your dog. And let's take 5 or 6 long, slow breaths here, setting up a quite intentional down dog. So bring your awareness to your hands and grip the mat hard. You're trying to climb the mat. And then move the elbows in slightly. Imagine you have a little eye on each of your armpits, a little eyeball. Make the two eyes on each of your armpits look at each other. Feel how your neck just got longer. Your upper spine feels free. Let's keep moving, friends. Move the heels down, move the kneecaps up. Your down dog, can you keep it crisp? As you inhale and lift the right leg up and out behind. Exhale, send the right knee forward. See if you can seamlessly drop the right foot between your hands. You'll get another chance later if it didn't work the first time. Keeping the back knee up, crescent lunge. Inhaling here, lift your heart. Again, keep trying to squeeze your knees together. Exhale here, heart moves down, reach your hands back. Maybe drop your head and look all the way behind you. Let's do that again. Inhale here, bring it up, peel open your front body. Exhale here, bring it down, peel open your back body. One more time, big breath in. One last big exhale, bringing it down, hold and breathe, hold here. Maybe join your hands behind you and move your hands away from your head. If you need a little break, put your hands under your shoulders, maybe drop the back knee. We're still all in the same place, but do let your head hang. Can you just let it go? Just let it go. Could we drop the hips a little lower? Try to squeeze the knees together a little more. Breathe. Okay, release this. Inhale here, reach up again, crescent lunge. Exhale, palms together by your heart. Ready? We're gonna twist. Let's take the left elbow to the outer right knee. Hold right here, breathe. You need a break? Drop the left knee. Maybe drop one or two hands to the floor, and I'm showing you what that might look like. You're feeling good in this lunge twist? Let's hold and breathe. Okay, we want the hands and the heart next to each other. If they're not there right now, no problem, but they're trying to be. They're moving in that direction. Long spine inhales, my friends. With each exhale, twist from the belly button up. Maybe look up. Okay, I'm gonna give you a funky challenge. It's kind of challenging, so accept if you like, let it go if you don't. I want you to visualize this before you do it. So maybe watch me if that helps, okay? We're gonna put a little extra weight in the right foot. Maybe step the left foot a little bit forward. And as you're ready, keep everything on the right side the same. We're gonna step the left foot next to the right. Hold and breathe. Whew. We're still twisted. The right leg is still bent. So come on up here in this twisted chair. Long spine inhales. Big twist exhales. Always a long neck. Okay, get extra light on the left heel. Point the left toes behind you. As you're ready, we're stepping it right back to a lunge. Ready? Here we go. Back in the lunge. One more big breath in here. And let it all go. Drop your hands under your shoulders. Back to down dog. Notice how the right leg feels. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhaling to your hands, fold. Roll it up, inhale. Exhale, drop into your chair. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold it. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale for plank. Exhale, all the way down. See if you can lower yourself down really slowly. Okay, drop your forehead. Take a moment, just like we did before, just kind of grounding. Notice any differences between the right and left side of the body. Find your breath. Just like we did before, let's ground into the hip points. Ground into the tops of the feet. But this time, reach your hands forward. And then if it's all right with your neck, Lift your nose about an inch off the mat. Keep your hips heavy. Lift your toes, but keep that heavy feeling in your feet, okay? Almost like your feet at any moment could press down to the ground. And then if it's all right, lift your arms. Breathing here, guys. Okay, here we go. We're gonna really get the back body nice and warm. Are you ready? Reach out long in your inhale. Go for as long as you can be. With your exhale, pull your hands back like you're starting to send your elbows toward the back of the mat. Bend your knees like you're trying to send your toes toward the front of the mat. So whole back body contracting. Inhale long. Exhale strong. Elbows back, toes forward. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do it 3 more times. Big breath in. Big exhale. 2 more. Big breath in. Big exhale. Last one. Big breath in. Big exhale. Hold it and breathe. Hold and breathe. If you're feeling good here, you can reach back. You can lift your knees, but keep your hips grounded. Feel that back body working. 1 more big breath. And let it go. Come on down. Hands under shoulders. Tuck your toes. Come on up through hands and knees. And I'll meet you in down dog. All right, take a moment right here. Let all that kind of roll off your back. A lot of heat built in the back body. I definitely am warm, and I hope you are too. Set up your down dog, grip the mat, elbows in, long neck. The heels move down and out of sight, so you can't see your heels at all. And the kneecaps move up. And if your hands are pushing forward, your feet are pulling back like you're trying to tear your mat in half. Can you keep all that? And inhale the left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot forward. Drop it seamlessly between your hands. Keep the back knee up. Inhale and crescent lunge. Peel open your whole entire front body. Exhale, heart moves down. Drop your head. Reach your hands up and back. Okay, big movement. Inhaling, strong legs. Heart lifts. And exhaling, heart down. 1 more, big breath in. Still squeezing your knees together to stay strong in this posture. And exhale, bring it down. Hold and breathe right here. Gentle option, fingers and back knee come down. You're still here. Spicy option, join your hands and move them away from your head. Keep squeezing the legs together and drop the hips a little lower. Let that heat build. Okay, the more heat we build, the more we can open and lengthen. Just like when you're heating metal, okay, when you want to bend and lengthen metal, we have to heat it. Same idea. We're letting this go. Inhale, come on up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, palms together down in front. Twisting right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Pause here, look to the left. And I'll spin around to face you. So you're twisting. You want your long spine while you're twisting. So make it as long as you can, please. If you need a break, drop the back knee and 1 or 2 hands. Heart is near the hands and vice versa. And we twist from the belly button up with each exhale. All right. Are you ready? I have that same funky challenge for you. So you might step the right foot a little bit further forward just to make it a little bit more manageable. But as you're ready, keep the left side just like it is. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Visualize it before it happens, okay? Pow. Hold right there. Breathe. Get the knees lined up. Get the heart and hands lined up. Everything back to normal. Breathe. Let that heat build in the legs, in the core. Okay, get light on the right heel. Now get light on the right toes. Point them back. As you're ready, back to that lunge. Whew, it's a wobbly one. Hold here and breathe. One last big breath in. And we're letting it go. All hands down under shoulders. Down dog. Come on back. Walk it out. And let it go. Okay, heading into another vinyasa. Here goes. Heart moves forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. And exhale, sit into your chair. Toes up, hips down. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Now check it out. With your inhale, you can come forward to a cobra if you like. Or if you want a little more, press the tops of your feet down. Strongest legs and glutes ever. Hover off the ground. But your hips are still moving forward, okay? Either way, cobra or up dog, which is where we are. And then exhale, back to down dog. Take a little time here just to shake it out. Okay, 5 or 6 breaths in your down dog. Walking it out. Finding that breath. Okay, if you could imagine the right and left sides of your body trying to squeeze together right now, what would that feel like? Try that out. Notice any sensations in the back body, front body. All right, friends, here we go. Let's get really warm. Inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhaling here, drop the right foot between your hands. Okay, check it out. Come up on your fingertips. Inhale, launch the left leg up and out behind. Let's pause here. So if you have a blocks at home that you like to use, you can put your blocks under your hands here, but your fingertips are probably fine. Some of you can do palms, but do bend your right knee. It does not need to straighten out. And do let your head hang and just enjoy yourself here. Let's talk about the left leg. Press out through the left heel. All the toes point down. The leg is straight and strong. Push, 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 and lift the heel just as much as you can without externally rotating it. So all the toes point down. Hold and breathe. That's right. We're just going to be here. Just going to enjoy this, okay? To make it less challenging, just drop the back foot and take it easy. To make it more challenging, challenge your balance by bringing one of your hands to your right ankle, maybe 2 of your hands to your right ankle. But your goal here is still to keep the left leg strong and high and internally rotating at the hip. Keep breathing. You may even walk your fingertips back and try to move your forehead towards your right shin. All right, friends, one more big breath in here in your standing split. And with your exhale, drop the left toes to the floor behind you. Drop that left knee. And let's start to settle in and use all the warmth we've created, okay, in this right leg especially. So if you get your hands on the inside of your right leg, since we're quite warm, you can probably move the left knee back. However, if it's too uncomfortable, it's too low in your hips, just move the left knee forward again. Make sense? So use that to your advantage. And let's start to move the hips back and forth. Okay, so you remember this half split when we pull the hips back. So we're back here, but this time we're prepared to sink in a little bit more. If you want to open things up more, you can kick it up a notch by tucking the left toes and doing this with the back knee straight. So the front knee extends, the front knee flexes. The back leg remains extended. Okay, next time you pull the hips back, hold and breathe. Hands under your shoulders. Maybe back knee is down or up, doesn't matter. Each way, reach up with your right hand. Hold and breathe. Long spine. Pulling that right hip back. So think of flexing that right foot big time. It almost couldn't flex anymore at the ankle, and the right hip is pulling back. One more big breath in here. And then all hands down in front, back knee comes down. Boom. Let's hang out in this lunge for a little while. So allowing the back of the right leg to kind of let go. Okay. Now remember that even though we are pretty warm, we're still a little bit active in the legs. So we still have the two knees moving toward each other. All right. We still have a little bit of activity there. So let's look over to the right. And if all is going well, you can pick up your right hand, take it to the inside of your right knee, and use that right knee to look over your right shoulder behind you. And if this is enough, just stay here. If you want a little more, we can open up this left hip flexor and quad a good bit by bending the left knee and grabbing that left foot with the right hand. So hold here and breathe. If all is still going well, think of moving that left heel towards your glute. We'll take a few breaths here, guys, just whatever's appropriate for you and your quad. All right, as you're ready, release that quad stretch. Hands back under your shoulders. Again, pull your hips back. This time we'll keep the back knee down for now, and we'll just hang out as we try to lengthen the spine. So if you notice that your spine is rounded here, please do the opposite and try to extend your heart forward, pulling your right hip back and flexing your right foot big time. So we're here in a half split. If you're someone who's interested in working toward a full split, maybe another day, but maybe you're taking steps in that direction, one of your first steps will be to simply move the left knee back a little bit. And I want to invite you to take a lot of time to decide how your body feels about that, rather than rushing through. But if everything's still going well, you can move the left knee as far back as you like. Okay, increasing the distance between your feet. Try to keep your hands under your shoulders and try to keep your hips level with the mat, okay? And no matter where on the spectrum you are is awesome, as long as your hips are level, your spine is long. And I recommend keeping your feet flexed so that you can make sure that the left toes are on the floor. We want to make sure that the left hip does not externally rotate, that it's always pointing forward. And the toes on the floor kind of help that. So from wherever you are in your split spectrum, start to bring the left knee forward. We're coming out. Left knee comes forward. Left knee comes forward. And we're sending it back through hands and knees. And we'll all meet in a down dog. So come on back. Notice how the back of the right leg feels. And here's a vinyasa. Inhaling here, heart moves forward. Exhaling, walk to your hands. Big fold. Roll it up on the inhale. Sit down into your chair on the exhale. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, fold it down. Palms are down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Okay, yogi's choice. Will you inhale to a cobra with your legs on the floor, or an up dog with your legs off of the floor? Still the same pulling forward action in the upper body. And exhale to your down dog. Take 5 or 6 breaths here, friends. Maybe close your eyes. Checking in on your alignment. Hands, feet, long belly on the right, left, front, and back. Okay. Armpit eyes look in toward each other. Let's keep moving. Can you keep all of your down dog crisp? And inhale, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, drop the left foot between your hands. Okay, maybe come up on your fingertips here. Inhaling, right leg launches into the air. Hold and breathe right here. Okay, maybe fingertips, hands, or blocks, who knows? Definitely bending the left knee. Okay, put a little bend in it. Don't try to extend and make yourself crazy here. But do check out the right leg. Strengthen that thing to the max. Push through the heel. All the toes point down. And the heel lifts without compromising the internal rotation of the right hip. Oh yeah, and breathe. Let the head hang. Whatever effort you're expending, balance it with a healthy serving of ease and try to find that equilibrium. Take it down by dropping the right toes, or challenge yourself further by taking 1 or 2 hands to your left ankle. Again, without compromising that internal rotation. If you're one who wants a good stretch here, walk your fingers out behind you and try to bring your forehead to your left shin. So you find something appropriate, that's fun. One more big breath in here. And as you're ready, drop the right toes behind you. Drop the right knee, boom. We'll take both hands to the inside of the left leg and start to rock the hips back and forth, back and forth. And you can keep it gentle with the back knee on the floor, or you can make it a little bit extra by tucking the back toes, extending the back leg fully as you flex and extend the left leg. So you see it's the same thing, one's just a little extra. Some of us are a little extra, some of us are not. And that's what makes the world go round. Okay, next time you pull the hips back, whether the back knee is up or down, doesn't matter. Ground into the right hand under your right shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Hold and breathe. Long, strong legs, long, strong spine, soft elbows. Look up. One more big breath in here. And we're letting it go. All hands down, back knee down. And we're pausing here to allow us to sink into this lunge a little bit. We've created a lot of warmth. So it's a great time for us to use it. Okay, if all is going well, we'll get that quad stretch, that hip flexor stretch on the right side. So you can look over to the left. Use the left hand to the left knee to conveniently propel your nose over your left shoulder. Maybe the right knee bends and the left hand goes back looking for it. Okay. Maybe not. It might be too much. Don't worry about it if it is. Just skip it. Okay. Think of pulling that heel towards your glute if all is going well. But remember, you still have a slight activation between your knees. They're not off the clock yet. Maybe one more big breath in here. It's a great stretch if you're a runner or a cyclist, soccer player. All right, let that go. And we're pulling the hips back into our half split again. So here we go. We're back in our half split. And hands are under shoulders. And we're going to find our spot on the spectrum. So I want to invite you to start off in the half split end of the spectrum and just move really slowly. The more we allow these postures to unfold naturally, the better. You wouldn't force open a flower bud. Okay, think of yourself in that way. So your hands are under your shoulders. You might be up on your blocks or your fingertips to extend your spine, but please find your longest spine. Even if you need to bend your left knee, you might be here on the spectrum. This is awesome. Maybe you are walking your right knee back. I would suggest to do it in stages, okay? You can always keep a generous bend in the front and the back knee. So I just really wanted you to find your own split. It's different for everyone. If today or another day you decide to extend fully, try to tuck those back toes and keep that gentle squeeze between your knees that we always have in our standing postures and even our seated postures. And hips are level, spine is long. And remember that that right hip does not externally rotate, it only internally rotates. Right after you've enjoyed a couple breaths in your split or your half split, wherever you are, start to walk yourself back up out of it. Right knee forward, right knee forward, right knee forward, until you're able to come back to hands and knees. And then finally to your last down dog. Notice how the backs of the legs feel. Hopefully you feel a big difference. I sure do. Okay, here we go. Inhaling, heart moves forward. Exhaling, walk to your hands and fold. Okay, maybe a generous bend in your knees happens here so you can kind of flop over your lower body. Notice how nice it feels to let your upper body really hang. Okay, it's a great treat for your low back, which is normally compressed and stressed. Your poor low back is overworked. Okay, so this is a great relief. From here, friends, palms are down under your shoulders. Maybe you're bending your knees to allow that to happen. No problem. Let's shimmy the feet as far apart as the mat is. Turn the toes out away from each other, heels in, and sink your hips down into a squat. Okay. Some of us, that's no problem. For some of us, that's not comfortable. Take your hips high if that's the case, or just rest your elbows on your knees. No reason to stress yourself out if that's not comfortable. If your squat is all right, lift your heart high, palms together, and try to fit your elbows in between your knees. And I'll turn slightly to show you that we want our hands together so that the arms are parallel with the ground. Close your eyes. And at this point in the practice, I think it's nice to press your thumbs against your sternum and find your heartbeat. Close your eyes and find your heartbeat. It's still there. That's good. For your last breath or two here, if your elbows are between your knees, kind of pressing them open, could you use your outer glute, your glute strength, your outer hip strength to pull the knees away from your elbows? All right, just one breath like that. And we're letting it go. All hands down in front. You can lift your hips just enough that we're going to shimmy the feet back in under hips. And I'll turn back so that you can see that we are just going to sit down here. Just bend your knees and come to a seat. All right, friends. Take your hands behind your knees. Make your longest spine. And we'll see if we can rock up and down a few times. Okay, think of it like a back massage from the mat. See if you can make it as fluid as it can be. And next time you come down, let's stay down. Okay, your hands are already behind your knees. Squeeze them in, and if that feels fine, you can reach for your shins, possibly interlacing your fingers. Close your eyes as you squeeze the knees towards your chest and ground your shoulder blades. As you're ready, reach between your knees for your shins. So you might just start by grabbing the top of your shin from the inside. And the weight of your arms will naturally open your knees away from each other and down toward the floor. So hopefully that feels nice in your inner thigh. Okay. If that's fine and you want a little more, you can walk your hands up to your ankles. Experiment with how the knees and the hips feel about that. Maybe the outside of the foot works okay. Maybe you can loop thumb and bunny fingers around your big toes. So whatever works, guys, we're drawing the knees downward and lifting the feet up maybe. Breathe. Maybe rock a little bit. And we can play a little bit with this, okay? If you bend one knee a lot and pull the heel towards your glute, hey, you can extend the other one a little more. It's kind of magical. Try switching sides. Bend the other one, extend the other one. Play around with that, just kind of experimenting. Backs of the legs nice and open. And then see about maybe extending both knees at the same time. They may not fully extend, so don't push if they don't, but just see what happens. Extension. And then let's see about flexing both knees at the same time, putting the bottoms of the feet together. And maybe you grab your ankles and pull them in towards your belly button. Let's hold here. As you move the feet in, could you move the knees out? Ground the shoulder blades and breathe. All right, release your grip on your feet just enough to put your knees together. Drop your feet. Move your hips over to the right side of your mat and we'll drop our knees to the left. And we'll just seal our practice off with a nice, sweet little twist. So if you want to grab one knee with your left hand, look out to the right as your right hand reaches out. So it's great to end our practice with a twist because it aligns the spine, kind of recalibrates it after all the movement we just did. All the muscles of your back, core, torso, your organs, they're all getting a great massage. Find that long, slow, complete breath we practiced at the beginning of this class. And as you're ready, let's swing the knees up through center. And we need to move the hips over to the left side of the mat now. As we drop them to the right, we are twisting. Right hand might grab a knee. Left hand reaches out. Feel your body cooling down. Feel your breath and your heart rate slowing down. Long spine inhales. Belly button to spine exhales. As you're ready, friends, legs come back to center. Extend your legs. And find your resting posture. Maybe it is Shavasana with your arms and legs long and floppy. Maybe something else. Either way, close your eyes. Breath comes effortlessly through your nose. Your jaw and your forehead are soft and slack. Allow yourself to exist here and just be present without your cares. To be without all the other roles. Just be present here. Feeling everything, all the sensations that your practice stirred up. Listen carefully to every sound. Please keep resting this way for as long as you can. If you have the chance, maybe take a little nap. Thank you so much for joining me.